Hello class, today I will be teaching you about the immune system. The first layers of defense in the immune system are the surface barriers. The three barriers are biological, chemical, and physical. In the biological barrier, this includes microorganisms. These microorganisms, for example, can take up space on your skin, which prevents unwanted pathogens from possibly entering your body. Next, in the chemical barrier, this includes stomach acid, sweat, saliva, and tears. The stomach acid is very strong, so it will kill many types of microorganisms. And for example, your sweat has enzymes which can break down bacteria. The third one is the physical barrier, and it includes the skin and mucous membranes. Without the skin, pathogens can enter from any point on the body, and the mucus in your body can help catch bacteria that try to enter the body and attack it with enzymes to disable the pathogen or even kill it. Next, we will talk about the innate immune response, where different leukocytes or white blood cells are involved. The innate immune response is an immediate response from the immune system, and it is also a non-specific response, which means it applies to all pathogens no matter what. The first cell that comes to the site where a pathogen is detected is the macrophage. The macrophage's job is to ingest the pathogen and release inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. These cytokines attract other immune cells to the area that is affected. As in the previous slide, the cytokines attract other immune cells, and those cells are called granulocytes. The cells that are granulocytes consist of basophils, eosinophils, mast cells, and neutrophils. The job of the basophils, eosinophils, and mast cells is to also release cytokines like the macrophages, which help dilate blood vessels. When the blood vessels are dilated, this allows neutrophils to squeeze through the walls of the blood vessel and go to the area where the pathogen is located. Once they find the pathogen, their job is to ingest the pathogen and destroy them with enzymes. They can also explode themselves by doing something called an oxidative burst, which will come at the cost of the neutrophil dying, but it will kill the pathogens faster. Next, we will talk about the adaptive immune response. The adaptive immune response comes after the innate immune response, since this is more specific to the exact type of pathogen the body is dealing with. Also, the adaptive immune response will also remember the pathogen just in case it comes back into the body again. The adaptive immune response begins with the dendritic cell. First, it engulfs a pathogen like a macrophage. Next, it cuts it up into pieces inside of itself, and it displays the antigens of the pathogen outside of its body. The next step for the dendritic cell is to go to a lymph node and match its antigens to the correct T cell. After the antigens match with the correct T cell, this will create cytotoxic T cells to fight against the infection. Also, the pathogen itself might come to a lymph node and match with a B cell. Once this happens, the cell will create antibodies to fight against the infection. There will also be memory B and T cells to prevent the body from getting future infections. The antibodies that were created by the B cells attach to the antigens that appear on the surface of the pathogens, as you can see in this short animation. The antibodies act to make it easier for cytotoxic T cells to target and kill the pathogen, and it can also help disable the pathogen to prevent it from doing any further damage. On this slide, I will show you which cells go in which group. The basophils, eosinophils, mast cells, and neutrophils are all granulocytes. Next, we have the macrophages and dendritic cells, which are considered monocytes. Finally, we have the T and B cells, which are considered lymphocytes.